We are here, my dear. Yeah, sound loud and clear. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. We got it all right today. This time it wouldn't front, but last night, it wouldn't give me what I wanted. But it's okay. As long as it goes right tonight, it's Friday night. Yeah, I feel high up. You see money is in the air and people waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. But it's all right. It's all good. I'm going to do this thing with y'all. Let's get it understood. It's the daily, the daily go get up, Miss himself, Son 752, aka my brother Ansel Jones is all up in the place. It's good to see your face. And Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. It's always good to have my peoples on you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. Now listen, tonight on the Daily Go Get Him Business Show, we talking about stimulus money. Stimulus money. Got a lot of people fronting. A lot of people out there got a lot of money right now. We're going to actually have to talk about whether it's a lot of money, a little bit of money. Because, when you broke, when you flat broke, $5 can seem like a lot of money. When you need that to get you some food because you're starving. But when you running around here with a couple of $1,000, and to be honest with you, a lot of people have never held a few $1,000s at once. I just keeping it a buck with you. There are plenty of people out here who have never had $1,000 cash in their hands. So we're dealing with a little bit of that right now. Yes, right now, and it's going down. We also going to talk about Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin was in the news earlier this week. With a little incident involving his son, a private conversation between him and his son, and his son recorded the conversation. And you heard Kirk Franklin on the call, cussing at his son, making little threats, getting a little aggressive on the line. And we're going to talk about that and see if Kirk Franklin deserves a lot of the backlash that he's been getting. So that's how it's going down tonight. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's the Daily Go Get Him Show. My big sis, Robin Ming, is here to do a thing. It's always good to see you. You are a queen. You make me feel like a king. And T carry right on morning, noon, and night. Good to have my peoples going right directly in your sight. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Son 752. With this your daily, the Daily Go Get Him Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Son 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. The Daily Go Get Him Show all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should. And I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should tonight on the Daily Go Get Him Show. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Last day of the week. Last day of the work week for most people. Shout out to my people who have to work tomorrow and or the next day. Yes. But tonight, speaking of jobs, when you start talking about jobs, you start talking about money. You talk about money in terms of being able to receive compensation for the work that you have done for a company. And you receive that compensation, and that's supposed to sustain your financial stability. Help you take care of your family, keep a roof over your head, keep food on the table, keep heating and lights on in the house and the water running. Be able to go shopping a little bit, enjoy life. White picket fence, Volvo state wagon house out in the burbs, a little lawn to mow, a little something like that. 1 or 2, 3 car garage. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much money you get. But yeah, so a lot, it's the elephant in the room. Nobody is oblivious to the fact that a lot of people are running around here with 1,400 times 1, 2, 3, 1,400 times 3, 4, 5, 1,400, 1,400. Some money going on out here. And a lot of people have not held this much money at one time in a while. Some people have never done it ever. Not everybody is up on those on those tax returns that are wielding thousands of dollars. Not everybody gets that. And even then, a lot of people have it in their bank account, and it, they may not have held the money in their hand. And this is a chance for a lot of people to hold the money right there in their hand. We're talking about liquid cash, even though the money goes in your direct deposit. But, a lot of people go cash out. But what are they doing? This money that has been allotted to every working adult in the United States. When you really think about it, like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Every working adult in the United States is privy to getting that $1,400. And some are getting a lot more. Well, actually, it's every person. It's 300 million times 1,400. That's how they got to the 1.4 trillion. So something, whatever, however go, y'all know what it is. What is it? 1.9 trillion? So whatever. That's how this money is going down. So from the census, they have calculated everybody to be able to get this $1,400. And for those who are ineligible to collect the money, if someone is claiming them, like in the case of a minor, you get the money for them. So there's a nice little surplus of cash going on for some people. Some people, what I mean, enjoy a couple of dollars, but it's a whole lot of fronting going on. Now, the difference between this money that has been allotted to us and any other type of money we have gotten, we are actually being encouraged to go out and spend the shit. On one hand, they kind of tell you, well, this is for your hardships or whatever. So, go ahead and pay your rent or whatever. But they actually are telling you to put the money back into the economy. So shop till you drop. The store's open at 6. I said shop till you drop. You'll get it. Yo, what you pick? Shop till you drop. Don't stop. Yo, till the money's all gone. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, get the money. You got the money. Don't try to save. Don't try to act like you don't behave. Don't get all disciplined. Yo, go shopping with you and a couple of friends. Word. Yeah, we got to open up the mall. Yes, y'all. So we're actually being encouraged to go ahead and get the economy back together by spending money. And for those of you who do not know, that is how the economy is calculated. It has nothing to do with the money that you actually make or the money that you actually have. The economy improves when corporations are making a lot of money and the stock market goes up. So you won't feel it, but they say that it'll trickle down to you because they figure when businesses are making a lot of money, then they're able to hire people. I don't know any businesses that are in the business of hiring people. They are in the business of making more money without having to hire people. But we don't, that's a different conversation. We ain't ready to have that conversation. I know y'all ready to have that conversation, but we ain't ready to have that conversation. Y'all ain't ready to have that conversation. I'm ready to have that conversation. We're going to have that conversation. We're going to have the conversation. We're going to talk about it. As the ghetto people say, we're going to conversate. We're going to conversate. We're going to conversate about that. We're going to conversate about that. I hope y'all feel like real men and women should on this glorious day. And it is a glorious day. It's glorious. So those of y'all who follow me on Facebook, y'all know I've been cutting up all day talking about what I'm going to do when I get this stimulus money. By the way, I haven't gotten any money. You know what I mean? And it'll probably be a while before I get any. But, I'm going to try to put my best foot forward. I want to get in this. I want to get in this game. I want to get in this game. It's word up. I do. I want to get in this game. Now, see, I could take this time out to talk about what we could do if we pulled all of our stimulus money together and we could build communities and really improve things for ourselves and maximize our financial power in this country. I can talk all that positive shit, but fuck all that. We ain't gonna do that today. Tonight, we're gonna talk about what you're gonna see on the streets starting last week. Because people started getting their money. So tonight, we're going to have a little lighthearted fun talking about all of this fronting that you're going to see. You're going to see jewelry. You're going to see people having cookouts, and it ain't warm yet. And you're going to see them balling out all crazy. You won't be seeing Alaskan crab legs. You're going to see the Dungeness and the king crab legs because them shits is good. No seafood is necessarily good for you, but fuck it tastes good. And you're going to see a whole lot of that type of thinking. Well, it don't matter whether I need it or not. I wanted it. And I've been down for a long time. And I finally got mine. And I'm going to take time to shine. I got some bamboo earrings like 1986. What the fuck? Get off my... I got some bamboo earrings like 87, 88, 89. I got to shine. And I'm going to the store and I'm going to get me some brand new Jordans for sure. Yo, $400 pair of Jordans. I said $400 pair of Jordans. I want some Jordan 11s. Yo, this shit is hot. And yo, I'm getting them shits. I got 1400. I'm about to drop 4 on the spot. $400 pair of Jordans. What the fuck is you talking about? This shit is important to me. It might not be your thing, but I'm doing this thing for $1,700 like a king. Word. So what's up with y'all, man? What's good? You're gonna see that kind of shit. You're going to see a whole lot of people buying what they want instead of what they need. Because the truth of the matter, from what we can see, even though a lot of people have suffered last year, the people who have suffered the most last year were the people who had good jobs last year, who lost those good jobs. People who had mediocre jobs, they actually came up last year because with the unemployment plus the PUA money, they were able to make a little bit more or a lot more money than they were actually bringing home. So some people who may have only been bringing home, and I don't want to say only, I'm gonna try to strike that word from my usage when I'm talking about somebody else's salary, because look, it is what it is a lot of times. But I'm going to say this: somebody who may have been making $400 a week or $500 was all of a sudden getting $600 on top of whatever their unemployment check was. So let's say your unemployment check was only $375, but boom, you got $600 on top of that. So $600, $375. Now your take home. This is your take home pay. $975 net pay. This is after taxes. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all fools who are collecting unemployment and letting them take taxes out. Y'all some strange motherfuckers. You must be crazy. You don't let them. They already cut your salary by 40%. You won't let them tax it another. No, baby. Anyway, you taking home $975 now. $975. You wasn't doing that. Now you're getting paid. You was not seeing that type of money, and you know you wasn't. So check it out. Now, on a 2-week pay cycle, $975 each week. What we looking at? I tell you what we looking at. We looking at $1,000. We looking at $2,050. You wasn't making that. That's not what you was. Nah. I'm sorry, 2025. That's what you working with. Man, you doing all right. You doing all right for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You doing all right for yourself. So with this stimulus money, well, that PUA ran out last July or something like that. I think it ran out last July or August or something. It ran out, so people aren't getting as much money as they were getting. But my point is that this isn't really that much of a relief for certain people because they was already getting it. They was already getting it. Already getting cash, and I got something for your ass in the stash. I'm stacking a couple of G's I'm paid just in case they make sure that they raid in the Shut down the economy again. I got enough of me and my friend, and that we got me still eating crab legs, shrimp and crab legs, lobster tail. Everything is going to be all right. Shit is for sale. What's going on? Hey, yo, fearless soul. A fearless soul. What's going on? Good to see you, a fearless soul. Word up. Word up. And surely show the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely show the world's most precious pearl in the world. So yeah, we're seeing a situation where people then came up. So we haven't seen a lot of suffering. And I'm not going to hate on people that was getting that PUA money. I'm not hating on them at all. I'm going to say this. I'm happy for you. It's about time the government paid out. You know what I'm saying? You know, they quick to take your money. Well, it's good to see that they are finally quick to give some back. I just hope that they don't ask for it back and fuck up everything, because that's going to fuck up all the fun, you know. So, you know, so with this stimulus package, we listen to the news and they telling us like, yeah, you know, like people out there hungry, man. You know, the food lines is out there crazy. And I'm like, we had more food lines when the economy was up. I ain't seen no food lines. I don't know, man. Carol, you seen some food lines? I ain't seen no food lines. I drive through the city. I ain't seen no food lines. I'm hearing about food lines, but I ain't seeing food lines. I mean, I'm hearing about food lines. It's so fun, but I see people are eating. People who've been working all year, though, especially essential personnel. Now, we have some jobs where the essential personnel has gotten a pandemic bonus because they are risking their lives, they're risking their health by having to go to work. People like nurses and doctors and health technicians and, you know, EMT, you know, workers, and, you know, people who are putting themselves at risk. So they have gotten a chance to be compensated for the work that they're doing and the position that they're placing themselves in, which is an understandably dangerous position. It can be compromising. A lot of people died, man. A lot of people died from this COVID-19 thing. And, you know, whether you want to believe that they died from that shit or not, listen, let's say that 500,000 plus have not died. Let's say that those numbers are skewed like crazy. Would you accept 250,000? Is that too high for you, or is that too low? Because I'm thinking like at least half of those people died. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Shit is real. So we're going to see some high price sneakers going around. But what I want to talk about tonight is how people who just got a little bit of money running around here acting like they came from money. You done got a little money acting like you came from money. Got a little money acting like you came from money. Got a little money acting like you came from money. This shit is kind of crazy, dog. Yo, this shit is funny. Yo, got a couple of dollars, got a little cash. Now you acting like you always had that shit in the stash. You know you was living from paycheck to paycheck. No respect. I check your neck. You get the fuck out of here. Now you giving out financial advice. Oh, well, I gotta hear this shit. You's a motherfucker out here. Yo, he talking like crazy. Yo, come over here, y'all. Yo, y'all gotta hear this shit. Hey, yo, Antoine over here giving out money advice. Yo, you hear this shit? I said Antoine over here giving out money advice. Yo, Antoine, used to smoke all of the weed. He wasn't selling no weed. He was smoking the weed. He was buying them big ass jars of dro. He was smoking that shit all day, you know, talking all that crazy shit, acting a fool. And now this motherfucker got a couple of G's. It's cool. I mean, you gotta listen what this nigga got to say. Yeah, this shit's gonna be funny. We about to make my day, and that's Antoine got him a couple of dollars. Yo, he about to. I said Antoine got him a couple of dollars. Yo, check this shit. Y'all know it's the truth. People who didn't have no money, they acting like they came from money. Like they've been holding these, like they've been, they've been doing the right thing with their money for all this time. You know, I'm like, here's what we not gonna do, son. Now listen, I ain't gonna say that you have to be an expert in any field that you're trying to give me advice about, because you can give out advice for any profession if you're just talking about general advice, like, watch out for who you befriend, and always look, watch your back, and make sure that you don't talk too much, or reveal too much, or talk recklessly, or be too impulsive. That's good advice in any profession. That doesn't have anything to do with how well you do something. You know what I'm saying? That's just regular etiquette, or manners, or just being smart and adult and mature. But when you start talking about, this is how you do this money, and you move it over here, and if you do over, and this is my investment portfolio. What nigga? What nigga? You couldn't raise enough money to save. That's your words. I don't make enough money to save. I don't make enough money to save. I don't make enough money to save. Soon as I get a couple of dollars, I act like I can't behave myself. I don't make enough money to save. You've heard it. I know that you have. Niggas be like, I don't make enough money to save. Yo, I'm saying I got bills to pay. I said, I don't make enough money to save. I don't make enough to put none of it away. I said, but you got enough money for crab legs at the clock bar. Yeah, I know who you are. I said, but you got enough money to be running around here buying the jars of dro. Chocolate, or should I say that sour D and all that motherfucking loud. Yo, nigga, please. Come on, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna be out here spending my money all crazy, because I ain't never been about that life anyway. So this money I got, I'm gonna put it with my cousin, and we gonna do this, and we gonna flip houses. No, I ain't gonna buy no, I ain't gonna do no illegal shit, but we gonna buy these houses. Well, how many houses how much money you got? They sent me $3,400. Okay, cool. Well, how much they send you? How much your cousin got? They sent him $2,600. Okay, so you got $3,400. He got $2,600. Right? Yeah. So y'all got $6,000. I mean, yeah. But I ain't even get my tax return yet, though. Oh, how much you getting on your tax return? I'm getting another $1,300. And the only reason I'm only getting $1,300 is because I couldn't claim my son this year. Okay. But you don't have that yet, right? No, I ain't got it yet. So you got $3,400, he got $2,600, y'all got $6,000 ready to go. Kinda. What kind of what? Well, I mean, I can't spend all of the $3,400 because I had some problem. Like my landlord, he was a slumlord. So I gotta find another place to stay. Like, so I'm gonna get this new apartment. I just I gotta come up with the rent, the first month's rent, and 2 months security. You found a place yet? Yeah, I know where I'm moving next month. Next month when? On the 1st. So, already, I'm gonna sign my lease on the last week of March, and then I move in on April Fool's Day. Okay. Well, how much was your rent? 800. 800. Yeah, it's 800. Well, how much was the rent where you moving from? 650. So you moving into a more expensive place? Yeah, but it was 650 because the place was fucked up. And like, the landlord, he didn't want to fix nothing. He ain't want to fix nothing. Well, how long was you behind? Well, for a long time he been a slumlord. So from the time I moved in there, you know what I mean, he ain't been, plus then when everybody lost their job, like, hold on, you didn't lose your job. But I mean, I didn't lose my job, but they did cut my hours. They cut your hours? Yeah, they cut my hours. Nigga, you drive Uber. I know, but it was rough out there with Uber. A lot of people ain't want to take Uber because, they had raised the rates. And so, I wasn't getting as many fares as I was getting before the pandemic. All right, so 1 month's rent and 2 months security. Wait, how long was you not paying the rent? I had the money in escrow. So you got all that money saved up? No, not that kind of escrow. Like the escrow meant I ain't have to give him nothing until he until he made the repairs. I'm like, well, why don't you stay there since he's going to make the repairs? Oh, because you know what? I'm just tired of living there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got this new place and I'm moving in. So I'm like, so 1 month's rent and 2 months security is 3 times 800. So that's 2,400. Yeah. Nigga, you only had 3,400. I know. But you got to give your new landlord 24 of it. I know. Well, that'll only leave you with a stack left, dog. I know, but remember, I ain't get my tax return yet, though. Like, nigga, what about these houses that y'all gonna buy and flip? You got $1,000 left, and your cousin, is he gonna put in his whole 2,600? Mm-hmm. But he got to give his baby mom 1,000. Nigga. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? You ain't got no money to buy no house to flip. You not flipping nothing. You not flipping nothing. Hey, what you doing? But this is the kind of shit you gonna hear. I'm telling y'all, this is the kind of shit you gonna hear starting last week. Motherfuckers done got their money on how to act. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? Good to see you going out. Yo, thanks for coming on through. No doubt. Good to see you, my man, my brother. You and Ansel Jones, like no other. Both of y'all born under sign of cancer. You know how I go. Yo, we going to enhance this show and be all right. Yo, you know how we do it. Yeah, we keep the game tight. Okay. And so Jones says recycle money that won't get back to him. Won't recycle trash. No, I still says there's something about homelessness. Mm-hmm. Robbie Ming says, and they will be broke the next day, not saving a dime. True. Carol Chamberlain says that sure some of the food I've seen has been good. My brother gets it when they be having that they be having the whole food shit and all that. Narcissist says, what up, everyone? There's something about homelessness that makes someone like me get far ahead as possible and find my way to invest. I hear you. Sure says, I helped work a food line the other week, Germantown and Glenwood. Oh yeah. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. I seen your mother in the cheese line. She was doing on a thing, and she was shining. And I saw her. She got a big behind, and I saw her collecting cheese. And I was like, yeah, I would like to see her on the knees. I saw your mother in the cheese line. I saw your mother in the cheese line. I seen your mother in the cheese line. Yo, she was right there, and I was behind. I say, I saw your mother in the cheese line. Cheese line, cheese line, cheese line, cheese line, cheese. That was back in the 80s. Emily Dunlap in the house of said Emily. How you feeling, man? All right, Fearless Soul says, I was making $26 an hour as a temporary CNA in Rhode Island. Wow. Save that and move to North Carolina. That's what's up, Fearless Soul. That's what's up, Fearless Soul. Fearless Soul. Fearless Soul. She's so fearless. You know what I'm saying? My soul ain't scared of nobody. I said my soul ain't scared of nobody. No, it still says can't save, can't save, but have enough money to and drink to tide you over. Yeah, gotta get that drink. You know what I mean? What you drinking on? What y'all fools drinking on? Siobhan Malone. It's been a while. What's going on, Siobhan Malone? She said they definitely fronting. I know you done seen it. I know you done seen it, Siobhan Malone. But yeah, shit is real. Shit is real. And it's about to get much realer, man. It's about to get much realer. You want to see fronting like we ain't seen in a while. Well, I'm talking about 1987 drug money fronting. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, flipping packs, moving a brick a week type. I'm talking about a big knot. I'm talking about the real knot. I'm talking about, this is the baby knot. I'm talking about the real We about to see fronting on steroids. But you about to hear a lot of people acting like they already had money. Ain't nothing wrong with you getting a check. But this is a situation where everybody is getting a check. Everybody, rich or poor, if you file a tax return, you're going to get this money. That's what they say. You're going to get this money one way or another. So, people running around here talking about something, $1,400 ain't no money. I'm like, I'm not really trying to hear that. Because whatever you get paid, add $1,400 on there and see if you don't feel paid. Like, yo, I was about to pay my rent. I was about to pay my child support. I was about to pay this. I was about to pay that gas bill, light bill, water, whatever. You know what I mean? Credit cards, shit. Amazon, making deliveries. You've been doing your retail therapy thing. Put 14, whatever you get paid, put 1,400 on top of it. It's like, if if you could do that every week. And if y'all don't really understand what I'm talking about, how many of y'all know somebody who got paid off a case? Somebody got settlement money. Somebody sued somebody, or some money was left to them when Big Mama died. Yeah, when Big Mama died. When Nana died. My mom. When my mom passed and she left, she had insurance. My mom, listen, my mom been on, and she done had life insurance with Prudential since like the 40s. Yeah, my mom passed. Y'all got blessed with that 150 stacks at one time. You ain't never touched that much money at one time. A lot of us never touched that much money. $50,000 at your disposal at one time is something that a lot of people never saw. But when you have seen people who finally touched it, when they got that money all at one time, you saw the truth come out. Like, they started spending, and lending, spending and lending. I'ma hold it down for my people. It's gonna be all right. Here's a couple dollars. It's gonna be all right. I'ma hold it down for my people. It's gonna be all right. I'ma hold you down. Yo, here's a couple of dollars. Everything is gonna be all right. Collar you and me. We got this money and it's gonna be all right, especially if they were still working. So imagine you getting $50,000 cash money, and you still got money coming in. You running around here like you're a millionaire because it will actually feel. And I know this because I've seen this. You know what I mean? It will actually feel like you have always had it like this. You start feeling like, yeah, I'm supposed to have this money. And I kind of feel like I've always had this money. You might start talking shit behind this money. You have no authority to talk this money. You didn't even work for this money. You ain't work for this money, but you got it. You know what I mean? This is equivalent to winning the lottery. My mom or your mom, shout out to everybody who has lost a parent. That's real shit. Because when you really love your parents or your parent, whoever has passed, you know, no matter how much money you get, it doesn't ease the pain of the loss. You wind up spending the money trying to fight that depression. You buying living room sets and putting down payments on cars instead of buying a car outright. You might have put a down payment on a crib. You may have paid your rent up for a year, that type shit. Now, and you know how fast a year goes by when you've prepaid and you ain't ready to start paying again. It'd be like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. God damn, what happened? You know, y'all can call into the show. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. 319-527-6199. Yeah, yes, y'all. 315-276-6199. 319-526-7199. No. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Call the Daily Go Get a Mism Show. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about this shit. In a minute, we're about to start talking about this Kirk Franklin situation because this shit is crazy. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It is the Daily Go Get a Mism Show, and we are in motion. Full and total effect. Full and total absolute effect. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. Hold on. What we got? Carol Chamberlain says that Norris, can they even spell escrow? I know a lot of them can't. They fuck around, spell that shit with a K and no W. And no W, baby. No W, baby. Norris says if you're in arrears. They can't spell arrears either. And so Jones says it's going to be the Eagles and Ravens flying on I-95, flipping birds. You go farther down 95 till you get to 85, a little bit farther over, go to Atlanta and let the Hawks get a little something too. Since we bird talking. All right. Robin Ming says they claim that the homeless people are getting $1,400. Yeah, right. They are eligible. They just have to show proof of zero income. So the biggest problem with homelessness is the mental illness. That's the main reason they out on the street. It's not that there isn't enough housing. You know, it's not even that they can't afford it or work or find work, but they're crazy. They don't look like they crazy, but you sit down and start talking to them, you be like, and they closed the Barberry for this shit? Do they still have Bellevue open in New York? You still got Bellevue? All right. So yeah. So people gonna be buying shit that they don't really have enough money for and find themselves right back in the bad financial position that they was in before all of this shit went down. And it's going to be sad. But right now, it's the Super Bowl, and everybody won. No matter what team you bet on, you won. Like, how the fuck did I do that? Normally, if you bet on both teams, it's a wash if you lost. Well, unless you bet more on one than the other, in which case you really only bet whatever the amount was that you won or lost. You know, if you bet $1,000 on Tampa Bay and $1,000 on Kansas City, well, let's say $1,000 on Tampa Bay and 1,100 on Kansas City, you really only bet $100 because one of them is going to win. So you lost $100. Carol Chamberlain says at Omar, some actually can have an intelligent conversation with, I'm talking about the majority of homeless people do suffer from mental illness. No, not everybody, but the ones who don't suffer from mental illness don't stay out there that long because they learn how to utilize their resources. They either go into a shelter or they find somebody to couch surf with. You know what I'm saying? But where I work, I got to deal with the homeless every day. It's woo-wee. Woo-wee. And I mean every day. Yeah, and even a person with mental illness can have an intelligent conversation with you. It's just going to go in a different direction than it would normally go. I met one in CC when I was working. What's CC? What's CC? Siobhan says, oh, Grits and Wavy is here? Grits and Wavy, Wavy and Grits. I said Grits and Wavy, Wavy and Grits. I said Grits and Wavy, Wavy and Grits. I said, you know that you is the She said, there's a lot of homeless people that are on Social Security, which also automatically gets them their stimulus. Yep. And this is kind of why there's less panhandlers on the streets at the beginning of the month. Siobhan Milan says, some people are getting their stimulus garnished if they owe debt. Now, see, they was trying to say that wasn't going to happen. Like, no, we're going to give you this money. We worry about all that other shit that you fucked up with later. But you know how it go. You know how it go. You know what I mean? That's why I ain't get mine yet. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit is like the census, the U.S. census. Like, I ain't telling y'all how many people live in my house. Fuck out of here. I'm on the Mexican route. Carol Chamberlain says he was down on his luck, but later I saw him cleaned up and working at Walgreens on JFK Boulevard. That's what's up. And so Jones says PS5. Man, I mean, can you get a PS5? It's harder to get a PS5 than it is to get a new Social Security number. Like, I can get a new Social Security number easier than I can get a PS5 right now. Yo, and what's up with Ansel, seriously, what's up with the PS5? Why don't they have any exclusive games for the PS5 yet? Like, it don't even pay to have a PS5 except for bragging rights. PS4 is still popping. Crazy. They done raised the price of PS4s because of people's inability to get the PS5. They like, Sony set motherfuckers up for failure. They knew they didn't make enough of those machines. They knew, but it's all good though. I mean, PS5s around Christmas time was all over $1,000. Now I've seen some for like 700, 7 something. I've seen some for low 8s, high 7s, low 8s. But I don't see what I'm unsure of what a PS5 does that a PS4 doesn't do. I'm unsure. Does it load faster? Does it use smaller? Does it use a smaller bit rate so it don't take all of that time to download them big ass file games like Call of Duty Warzone? It shouldn't take that long to download that shit. It's ridiculous. Oh, Center City. Cheryl thought you meant community college. I thought she was trying, you know what I mean? She said CC. I was like, you used to work at CC too? Who is this CC? What is this CC? What is this CC? Okay. So, yeah, you know, stimulus, I mean, you're going to be seeing chicks with these new hairstyles. Them hairstyles going to be ugly as shit, but they're going to be very, very creative. Yeah, the hairstyles are going to be off the chain on some old. One thing you ain't going to see them broke hairstyles right now. Them shit's going to be on tilt. I'm saying, yeah, them things going to be ready for the world. Oh, girl, tonight it's getting late. Are you still getting your hair braided? Coming home tonight. You get your shit braided morning tonight. It costs more money than you ever seen, girl, tonight. All right, man. I mean, you know what? Listen. Y'all gotta hear me. Y'all gotta feel me. You know what I mean? Understand what I'm trying to do out here. Y'all gotta understand what I'm trying to do out here, side. Shit is real, side. It's real. Stimulus money is causing all of this fronting. There's going to be men fronting. Why are you fronting? Oh, yeah, man. Get this up out of here. What is this fronting? This mad fronting. You know, they do the fronting. So yeah. So wait. 7:54. Yeah, we got to move it on. Let's start talking about this Kirk Franklin situation. We need to talk about this Kirk Franklin situation because this Kirk Franklin situation is another form of fronting that we need to talk about. We're going to talk about people fronting because they got money. Now we need to talk about people fronting on somebody's spirituality. Now, y'all may know by now that Kirk Franklin, the gospel singer, is a gospel hype man, has seemed as an inspiration to many, many, many people out there. He's had multiple hit records on the gospel circuit, sort of like cheering for God. Go. Yeah. Won't get me, devil. That kind of shit. Little short dude from Texas doing his thing. Not really a rapper, but does sort of like Luther Campbell of gospel. He doesn't rhyme or anything, but he sort of gets the crowd hype. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. We could talk about anything except for Jesus. So he had a conversation. With his son. And his son, a telephone conversation. And his son taped the conversation and leaked the conversation to the media. So it was all over social media. You hear Kirk Franklin on the tape. Cussing his son out, telling his son to stop disrespecting him. If he don't, he's gonna put his foot in his ass. You know what I mean? He told him he's gonna break his fucking neck. And he's definitely cursing on the tape, and he's telling his son, putting him in his place, basically. And from what Kirk was saying after he gave an apology, people were really getting on Kirk Franklin about this whole thing, but Kirk made a public statement and he apologized for for his portrayal of himself on the tape, but he did acknowledge that people didn't get a chance to hear the whole entire tape, in which you would have heard his son disrespecting him, and he felt like he just lost his temper, and he's had a lot of problems with his son. He says that he's been in counseling with his son, since he was much younger. His son is 32 years old, about to be 33 years old. So he's not a baby. He's a full-grown, full-fledged adult. And on the tape, Kirk said he called his son a broke motherfucker, like your broke ass or some shit like that. Your poor boy, your poor ass po boy, some shit like that. And I'm thinking like, that was a little weird to me, because I'm thinking like, but you paid, you have a lot of money, so how's your son poor? But that may be a different conversation for a different day. Nonetheless, a lot of people in the Christian community were saying that he ain't no Christian, because a Christian wouldn't talk to their son like that or their children like that, and they definitely wouldn't use that type of language. That's what people were saying. I thought that was interesting. One of the things that you'll hear from Christians or people from any religion is that you shouldn't judge somebody by their actions. You should judge them by your own. And they also say that only God can judge. So it gets a little confusing about who can say what about whatever and whenever and about whoever. But I want to know from y'all, what did y'all think about this whole Kirk Franklin situation? Did y'all lose respect for Kirk Franklin? Do you think that he was out of line, out of place when he cussed his son out? He did cuss him out. Ain't no doubt about that. And he banged on his son. Like, man, enough of this shit. Boom, he straight banged on him. Like, I ain't trying to hear this shit. Tam Yvonne. What's going on, Tam Yvonne? Tam Yvonne. Good to see me some you. And Cherry Dana Dane. What's going on? Cinderella Dana Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. What's going on, Dana Dane? All right. So what we got? Oh, my man Lawrence Segal. My man Lawrence Segal is in the house. My brother, my real brother, my mellow man. Thanks for coming on through, and I appreciate you. You my dude. All right. Let's see. Carol Chamberlain says at Omar, they say that all sidelines. Fuck. They say that all. Oh, damn. Okay. It's easy to sit on the sidelines and judge. I'm just saying. True. First of all, I don't have no problem with nobody that cuss. God notwithstanding. Now, it says in the book of Genesis. Let's see, in the city of Babel. Hold on. Bible. Get my handy dandy bad Bible. Because I thought it was an interesting verse. When they talk about how language was created. Get my handy dandy Bible here. I highlighted that section in the book of Genesis. Okay, in the book of Genesis. The city of Babel. Let's see. Okay, not that part. Just a second. I had a dandy Bible over here. Okay. Descendants of Ham. Noah's drunkenness. Okay, here we go. Here we go right here. Now, this is the book of Genesis 10:27. No, I'm sorry. Book of Genesis 11. Okay. It says, now the whole earth had one language and the same words. As they migrated from the east, they came upon a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. And they said to one another, come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. Then they said, come, let us build ourselves a city, a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we shall be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which mortals had built. And the Lord said, look, they said the Lord said this. The Lord said, look, they are one people and they all have one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. Nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language there so that they will not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there all over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. Therefore, it was called Babel, because the Lord confused the language of all the earth. From there, the Lord scattered them all abroad the face of all the earth. So it says here that the Lord scattered people all over the world so they would not be able to speak one language. So that's supposed to Tammy Vaughn said, she laughed at me saying the handy dandy Bible. What is my handy dandy Bible? So the point I'm trying to make is this. If God, according to the Bible, scattered people all over the world so there would not be one language, who's to say that he didn't scatter people all over the world to not be able to communicate in one language, but different languages, and put those words, those so-called bad words in there? I don't understand cuss words or curse. Like, what is that? How is none of those curse words are in the Bible? There's no fuck. There's no shit. There's no motherfucker, dick, pussy, asshole. There's none of that. So how do we know that they're bad languages? All right. Regardless of that, the only reason I busted out I broke out my handy dandy Bible was to show that, you know, people take religion and they try to interpret it the way they want to. But when you read the Bible, it says what it says. It doesn't say that money is the root of all evil. That's not what it says. It's implied, but that's not what it says. It's not what it says. So I go by what the shit says. None else. It's the good book. You know, handy dandy Bible. Handy dandy Bible. So just in case y'all thought like that ain't no real Bible, yeah, I read the Bible every now and then. I was getting into it for a little while. It's very interesting. Once you start seeing, like, hold on, they've been interpreting the shit wrong. It's not what it says. So the same way that people told me that I'm not supposed to read the Bible word for word and interpret it literally. I'm like, so why do we interpret God's disdain for so-called foul language literally? We don't know that. The Bible says that God talked. He spoke. But none of us have heard that. So I don't know if that was just something people did in the biblical days, the Old Testament or whatever. But one thing is for sure is that that's not what we do now. So when people talking about you can't be a Christian because a Christian doesn't act like that. Now I get a little confused. I get a little confused because on one hand, when you get saved, when you are born again in the life of Christ, you have to profess that Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. And once you do that, you automatically get a ticket to heaven. They didn't say that you had to help ladies across the street. It didn't say that you had to care about your fellow man. It didn't say that you had to say good morning, good afternoon, hello, thank you, and good night. It didn't say none of that shit. What it said was you have to recognize Jesus Christ as being your Lord and Savior. And that is what will save you and get you into heaven. That's what they said. And anybody who has been baptized and anybody who has been saved know that that's what it said. And people who who are born again profess that. They get back into that because they have lost their way, as they say. Now, it's funny how when you first get saved, all you have to do is profess that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, and then you're good. But as you become a Christian more, now you have to start actually acting good. That's a little weird. So, nigga like me, I'm looking at it like, oh, so you telling me that I can get in for cheap? You'll get me in for the low. But in order to stay in this motherfucker, I gotta be buying drinks all night. We have a caller on the line. Caller with the last number is 8658. Welcome to the Daily Go Get 'Emism show. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling like a real man should. I surely am. You probably only called in because you saw me break out my Bible. You said, well, now, wait a minute. I gotta wait. Now, wait a minute.
I said the Bible probably was going to catch on fire.
You know what? You know what? See, that's a judge. That's a judge. That's a judge. And it's unfair. It's very unfair. Very unfair. This is holy me. Holy son. That's me.
I know. But listen, this whole thing about Kirk Franklin, it's not like we as Black people didn't grow up in households where we got cussed at. We got fussed at. We had shoes thrown at us or whatever mommy had handy. Okay? I had my mom's sister, and this is no lie. My mother's sister would cuss you out. And she would turn, if you said something to her, she would turn around and look at you and say, my name is the good Mrs. Taylor, and you can kiss my Okay? It was a family joke. She didn't mean any harm when she cussed. She'd call you all kind of MS. But we took it as a joke. It was we never cussed her back. You know, I mean, you think the average person that cusses you, your instinct is you're going to cuss them back. Emily had a good point. You don't know what transpired prior to that part of that conversation being released.
That's true.
And if the son really wanted to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, he should have released the whole damn tape. He's 32 or 33 years old. Bottom line is, he looked like a bum. Okay? And he probably called daddy up wanting money. And daddy probably said what most Black men will say to a grown behind son. Why you ain't working? Why are you calling me up? This boy might have 4, 5, 6 kids he's trying to support. But he don't want to work and do it. But daddy got money. Why I gotta work? Kids take advantage of the fact that if their parent has money, even poor Black people like us, if they trifling, they think whatever they want, we're still supposed to provide for them like they're 5 and 6 years old.
True.
Now, that's my take on the Kirk Franklin. It didn't make him less of a Christian.
Well, who's to say?
You got past the holy whores in the pulpit. Does that make them less than a Christian?
I struggle to understand exactly what a real Christian is. I know what a person who does the right thing, or who acts in a very who acts like a person with high moral character. I know what that is. I understand that part.
Exactly.
But when you start talking about who's a Christian, who's not a Christian, if anyone who professes that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior and stands by that, I think that they get to be a Christian. So people talking about he's not a Christian. I'm like, because you use some curse words. Now, honestly, most religious leaders that you'll hear about have used foul language. Martin Luther King did.
Of course.
You think he'd be like,
Yes.
you think all them times he got locked up, he wasn't like, man, this is some fucking bullshit. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Yo, y'all cops tripping, man.
There's a saying, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Okay?
Yeah.
And we all going to make mistakes in this game of life.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact that Louis Farrakhan curses a lot, and all of the ministers in the mosque curse, all of them.
Don't get me started.
Listen,
okay?
listen.
Don't get me
Yo,
started.
man, all that knowledge yourself makes the curse words come out.
Exactly. I've seen it, and I've been in the mosque. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you what I heard from somebody telling me. I'm telling you what I witnessed.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, all that knowledge yourself.
People
bring the cuss words out.
As far as people criticizing this man, if you don't know the whole story, shut it up.
Word.
For all we know, this man could have been providing a place for this boy to lay his head, feeding him, feeding his babies, his baby mamas, and maybe the man is tired. These holier than thou people that want to get up on the pulpit like they the pastor and pass judgment, that irks my soul.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. But it seems like most people have come to the defense of Kirk Franklin, especially people who are parents. It's like, man, he ain't really say nothing.
Exactly.
Listen, he didn't put the boy down like, you ain't shit, you dumb motherfucker, you ugly mother. He didn't do none of that. He's just like, look, don't be disrespecting me on this phone. You know what I mean? I'll break your fucking neck. Like, who you think you is? And that's what he said. He said he'd break his fucking neck. And then the boy gonna say, is that a threat? After he hung up on him. Is that a threat? So you know he was doing that for money. You know what I'm saying? You know he was doing that for the money. Like, yo, listen.
He's definitely doing it for money.
Yeah. If nothing else, the publicity.
You know?
Yeah. So he's saying
Why
that.
do you want to do that to your dad?
Well, listen, he claims that his father was abusive to him growing up and all of that. But this boy is 33. Now, I don't know too many.
Get over it.
Not just that. I'll say this. If I don't know any abusive parents that send their children to counseling, because you're going to have to go with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And believe me, if you are abusive, you don't want, one place you do not want to go is counseling, because you're not going to look good. You can fuck around and get reported. You don't want to do that. So I don't know about this. It sounded to me like the kid might have been he may have had some entitlement issues. You know, your father been making good money for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know, international gospel star, has had hit albums, and you know, he made a lot of money. And is still making a lot of money. And you know, Kirk Franklin hasn't been an angel. He's had a porn addiction, sex addiction, whatever. But you know, all that praising the Lord make niggas horny. Everybody knows that.
Oh God. I just think the whole thing about people coming down on this man is just totally ridiculous. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not want to hear it, but I'm looking at it, I think, in a factual way.
Yeah.
Who the hell are we to judge? We don't know all the facts.
I know.
I got a son.
Mm-hmm.
And my son is 44 years old. Guess what? He stand in front of my face and disrespect me. I'm gonna try to take his goddamn head off.
Mm.
And he knows it.
So even like Grits and Wavy is saying in the chat, even the boy's mom came to Kirk's defense, like, yo, that young boy be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants some other shit. Barbara says Kirk was very young when he had his son and was troubled, so he might have made young parent mistakes. Now that makes sense, but what kind of young parent mistakes are we talking about? Like abuse is abuse. And like I said, if you are an abusive parent, the likelihood that you're going to send your children to counseling is low. You're not trying to do that because it's all going to come back to you. And in counseling, you're going to be encouraged to tell the truth, to let it out. You don't want that shit to come out if you the offender.
You're not going to get no help.
You don't. If you're the offender, you don't
tell the truth. You don't resolve it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's terrible. And I think people need to stop being so judgmental. Walk a mile in that man's shoes first before you tell him what he should and shouldn't do.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, man. Using foul language is just talking passionately to me. I could see if every other word was like fuck, shit, damn, hell, motherfucker, suck a dick, pussy, dumbass nigga, what the fuck out of here, fuck you, fuck this, and it wasn't like that. You could tell that he was angry and frustrated because of something that was said in the conversation, evidently before the part that came out was leaked.
But you notice he only leaked the part that tried to make his father look bad.
Mm-hmm. No, you think
the whole damn conversation.
I don't know that much about Kirk Franklin. Has he ever tried to be portray himself as being holier than thou?
Not in my eyes. I don't. Because I love his music. I don't see him as being holier than thou. Other people might think that.
Because he's kind of short. And I think it would be kind of hard for a very short man to be holier than thou. He's only like 5'6".
Yeah, but he also got that Napoleon syndrome. So that's why he's the hype guy.
Yeah, well, go, Jesus. Go, Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't say nothing bad about the man. First of all, I don't know him.
Right. None of us do.
So if I say anything, I'm only repeating what somebody else said. I'd like to hear the whole tape. That's what I would like to hear. And if this young man's mother is defending his father, then she knows where the problem lies.
So yeah, I just think it was. One thing I was glad about. I was glad that people came to his defense. I was glad that people didn't try to, really get on that bullshit. Like, yeah, he dead wrong. He out here, a pimping in the pulpit. How people like to quickly charge somebody with pimping in the pulpit, pimping in the pulpit. So a lot of people, but most people, whether they are religious or not, or share his religion, most people were just like, nah, that's family business. That ain't even nobody's business. Like most people have been cussed out by their parents for something that they have done somewhere in their lives. And, and most of us were thankful for it if it wasn't done in a way that was trying to demean us or tear us down or abuse us or ruin our lives in some type of way. So,
I don't know. I was very pleased, like you, to see so many people defend him as a father. And I don't think people defended him because he was Kirk Franklin. I think people just defended him because he is a parent. And every parent would feel that.
Yeah.
He used to tell me, look, I brought you in here, I'll take you out of here.
Yeah.
I think we've all had that said to us.
Yeah, we did. And some of us had parents that would start taking us out, but they stopped. Thank God they stopped taking us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
True.
like, is this the beginning of this takeout? Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to negotiate for a new contract.
Yeah. But I mean, the whole thing is just, it's sad when you really think about it. If you have to do that kind of stuff to a parent, you're a sad individual
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes. That's me. Because the one thing I've always been taught is you respect your parents.
True.
You know. And I mean, I know some parents that I'd be looking at them a little sideways, but hey, them your kids, they ain't mine. And a lot of parents take a lot of crap from their children.
They do.
Once they get grown. Once they get grown or start feeling grown.
One of the worst things that can happen to a parent is when a parent has tried to do the right thing, but they still harbor some type of guilt for a mistake that they have made that they couldn't have really prevented because of the situation at the time. You know, like things like we've talked about it on the show before, harboring guilt over separating your kids from the other parent because y'all weren't getting along, y'all got divorced or whatever. You know, a lot of parents feel guilty about that type of situation, and they will allow their children to manipulate them based on that. And it's not fair. It's not fair to let the children do that to you. It's not fair for you to do that to yourself. But it happens. And when some of those things happen, then you put yourself in this position right here. You find yourself in this type of position. So it's almost like you're familiar with survivor's guilt. You know, somebody perishes in an accident or something, and they die, and you live, and you feel bad. You're asking yourself, like, how come I lived and they died? It should have been me. You know what I mean? It's almost the same thing. It's like maybe you don't feel like you were the type of parent that you should have been. So, but you were successful in other areas. Maybe you were financially successful, and now you harboring guilt that you have been financially successful. But you weren't able to be successful as a parent, and now you're running around carrying around this heavy heart of guilt, and feeling like you need to pay restitution for that. And it's not true. You know, we all have to move on. We're all going to make mistakes, and sometimes the mistakes that we make are actually done on purpose. You can make a mistake by trying to do something bad on purpose, but nonetheless, it's something that you felt was necessary to do at the time, and that doesn't make you right, nor does it excuse you. But if you make it through and you try to make amends for that for that wrong action, then there has to be something said for that. And I think that some successful people like a Kirk Franklin may find themselves in that position, having to ask themselves and be asked by others, like, well, you did all of this, you did all of this stuff to be successful, because we don't know if he was neglectful to his family as he was on his way trying to come up in the music business. You know how hard that can be. Or if he had to do some ruthless things in order to transition from the church to the commercial success of gospel music. We don't know how. Gospel singers feel that type of guilt all the time. You know, going from singing gospel music to secular music. And that's why a lot of singers go back to doing the gospel music. Look at Shirley Murdoch. You know what I mean? Fucking TD Jake's gonna tell her she can never sing As We Lay again. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? You big $80,000 dollar charging per speaking engagement, motherfucker. Get the fuck. What? Can't sing As We Lay? She ain't Shirley Murdoch then. But can she sing? I'm like, look, can she sing Husband? I mean, damn. But
judgmental.
I'm saying
people want to make you see it their way.
He told her in order for him to sign her to his record label, she could never sing As We Lay again. Like, niggas, you crazy. What?
One thing for certain, two things for sure. As many times as she sang that song, she was going to make money. Ain't no guarantee she was going to make money on his record label.
Listen,
You know?
Listen, man. I'm just saying.
Where the money resides, where the money resides.
Yeah, I'm only saying that to show how sometimes you may feel guilty for being successful. But my daddy always told me, never apologize for perfection. And I won't.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I may be full in this area and totally deficient in this other area. But that should not stop me from taking pride in the area in which I'm full. I still have to become efficient where I'm deficient. But you know, like, you can still make a right out of something that you've done wrong, but you'll never be able to get that off if you are too busy reaching back, trying to lament over a time that is past. You know, your time would better be served trying to fix what happened before by getting it together right now. All right, we gotta do these birthday shout outs. All right, well, you ain't do nothing but call to bust my balls anyway. All you want to do is judge me.
I did not. I had an opinion.
Oh, okay. Would you swear on this Bible?
I swear on my own. It's sitting right here next to me.
Yeah.
I got the King James version.
You got the King James version. You got that European garbage. Okay, I can't compete with that.
Got King James, baby. That's what I was born and raised with.
All right. I'm going to talk to you later. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
90 seconds. Bye.
All right, bye. What's up, Wembley? Yolanda Wembley. That's my girl right there. How you doing, Ma? Good to see me some you. All right, y'all, we got to do these birthday shout-outs. We have some birthday shout-outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious March 19th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Lorraine Coles turning 69 years old today, and Paula Riggins turning 56 years old today, and LaTondra Ray turning 36 years old today. And Jesus, that's Jesus Leonardo. Happy birthday to you. And also Latrice Brown, Brown, and Dehudi Ma'at Ra turning 28 years old today, and Elder David P. Hudson. That's Shirley Cheryl's brother. And he's turning 40. Bow. Yeah. What's up now? And my girl, Catalina Bird. She's also from Be More, you know what I mean, down around my man Ansell's way. So I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious March 19th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen. I said, listen. Man, on some real shit, you know, the stimulus money, people gonna get the money, they're gonna spend the money, they're gonna wish they did better with the money. Some people gonna take the money, make more money with the money, but those are people who was doing the money right in the beginning. For the rest of the people, they just fronting, but they're gonna be fronting and getting a little something that they fronting, they getting a little something that there's something that they're getting a little something. They came from nothing, then now they got something, they getting something. Word. And Kirk Franklin, keep your head up. I see Cherry says, I don't know Franklin's son, but he alluded that that he was molested by his father. Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's true that he was, if Kirk Franklin was a molester, he's not going to want. You're not going to want to send your child to to counseling. You're not going to want to do that because now you're going to. First of all, there's no statute of limitations for rape or sexual assault. There's no statute of limitations for that. So you can be charged at any time, at any point in your life. You will have your day in court for that. So if he did that, then he might as well just go and purge himself from the door. But we don't know. Maybe the truth will come out or more information will come out. We'll have to wait for that. But we know as parents, we all make mistakes. And some of the mistakes are the ones that our children may make us pay for the rest of our lives. But we have to remember that they have to grow and become mature also. And whether or not they become that type of parent when they have children themselves or not, that all remains to be seen. But in the meantime, you do the best that you can, work with what you have, and hopefully the good Lord will forgive you and you live your life. And you know that is tough, and you know that there's strife. But one thing's for sure, it's gonna be all right. We do this thing on a Friday night. Yes, we do. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget to share the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I want to thank all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I appreciate y'all coming through. Oh, yes, I do. Tomorrow on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, tomorrow at 11 o'clock on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are going to be talking about the Lord knows my heart. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, the Lord knows my heart. Yes, we are. I said the Lord knows my heart. So we're going to talk about people who be doing shit and feel like they can get away with doing all of that negative shit because the Lord knows my heart. Or is that just a way to get out of doing something that you know that you're supposed to do? We're going to look at it. It doesn't mean that you're totally negative. It just means that you ain't all the way positive. Tomorrow, the Lord knows my heart. You probably said it yourself when you know you was wrong about something. Like, look, but the Lord knows my heart. I mean, come on. The Lord, hey. Once again, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Let's get on up out of here, y'all. We gotta go. I'm sorry that the show took so long. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it, because I did enjoy broadcasting it. Shout out to my girls, Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita, always coming through and helping me out. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Peace, Yolanda. Peace, Yolanda Wembley. Miss you. Peace. All right. Get Instagram on the body there. And for my YouTubers, I get back